but I want to go ahead and say what I have to say. I know that I'm late, but I gotta say this. I want to give thanks to the great mother, the ancestors. I want to give thanks to the seven ancestral spirits of creation. I want to give thanks and say give thanks to all the archangels, the angels, and the ancestors, and all that. Happy Wednesday. I just wanted to say how everybody doing. And I know I'm late about the whole Umar Johnson thing, but I want to give my insight on how I feel about it. You know, um, First and foremost, we have witnessed the shattering of the ego. They buffering me. We are now witnessing the ego being shattered of a person that been conning people about a school for the last several years. And being exposed as being a man that been trying to get women on the side to have intercourse with and so on, and thinking with his lower self and not his higher self, and then at the same time not living up to the responsibilities of being a man and being a father, and being true to what he talks about in his philosophies. So we're witnessing all of that right now. We're witnessing the fall of one of the falls of so-called black consciousness. Where you can't have no more leaders, that you gotta go by what you know, and also deal with the elders, some of them that are no longer here, and go listen to their videos. That's what I think. That's what I feel. And I think that he needs to reflect in front of people, and also people that follow them. And I think also that it is total craziness, that all this is happening, and a lot of people are being exposed, and he's one of them. There's more that's going to be exposed on YouTube. Keep your eyes open, because a lot of people about to be exposed this year. And also, by the way, happy real New Year. I meant to say that on the 21st, because during the spring solstice, that is the real New Year. So he's going through the shattering of his ego and those that's been following him all these years. And he's being exposed on not building that school and taking money from the people and traveling to Africa to get dual citizenship and all that other stuff. And also not being a father for his child that's now an adult. This is a continuing process of a generational curse that's been plaguing now our community as melanated people, as fathers not being in the life of a child. So we're dealing with that. Even though some mothers don't want the father being in their life, I went through that. But we got to realize that we're seeing another failure of so-called black consciousness. And he was one of the so-called people that people looked up to and admired. So we are witnessing the downfall of that, and there's more of them that's going to be exposed too. When it comes down to consciousness, even though melanated people discovered it back in Tamaray of the West and also Kemet of the East, we always knew about stuff like about consciousness and the state of mind and so on. But you got people that hijacked it and saying Hotep and all that other stuff that are agents that are using people for money. And he's one of them. He been using people for money to start a school that he never fixed or never built. And he make all these excuses why he didn't build it. But you're also going to Africa getting dual citizenship. Then, let alone, you are talking to women on the side that you're going out on dates with, and you're being exposed by women and saying how the way you're trying to get in their underwear. So you're using the lower self and caught up in the lower self. Dude, that's not a good look for you. If you call yourself the king of consciousness or whatever, you call yourself a Pan-Africanism, you should have thought about that a long time ago before you started to go on this daggone journey in this path. And now your daughter's coming out in the forefront exposing you. And you got women exposing you, saying that you're not about that consciousness and building and uplifting your people. So how I think of it, I think that it's a mockery of those that are really trying to move forward. How you doing? How you doing? The Brawl Stars Pro. So it's like, yeah, where we at with this? I think it's time to just move on and move forward, and not get caught up in people like him. I'm doing finding yourself, and not get caught up with people like him anymore. So my take on it: let's fall back and let's just watch the fireworks, and there's more to come. And the saying that I said on the old channel, get your popcorn ready, because this is going to be entertaining. This is going to be very entertaining on all these people that's about to be exposed, especially what's going on with Elon Musk. And I want to give a shout out to all the people that's shutting that stuff down with Tesla. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to y'all, because now it's time. And I want to give a shout out to not just people that look like me, my brothers and sisters that look like me, but I want to give a shout out to the whole entire human race, period, for doing what they doing with this man, especially in this country. But neither said or done, Umar should be ashamed of himself. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Peace, family. I can't really read your name. I'm walking right now. Okay. So that's how I feel about everything. Umar should be ashamed of himself. Even call himself a leader and all of that. Call himself the Prince of or King Kong Consciousness, whatever the hell he called himself. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. May we move forward on this daggone path and move forward on this daggone journey. You feel what I'm saying? Because right now where we at as a people, as a nation, we don't need no more. We don't need no more fake leaders. We don't need no more agents to be guiding us and putting in directions when they're misguiding us and putting us to the wrong direction. You feel me? So on that note, I wanted to do this short live about how I freaking felt about this guy and what I think about him in general. Let's move forward. You know what I'm saying? Peace, love, light, darkness, supreme balance to the universe. May the great mother and the ancestors guide you all and protect you all. I love you all. Thank you for watching. I'm going to do another live later on where I'm going to be probably talking about the whole Elon Musk situation and how we got to keep moving forward. All right, y'all.